Hey everybody, welcome to Doom. Um, Ultimate Doom to be specific. Yeah, there's no music because I've got to still fix the sound font issue with this. That's one reason why I haven't started playing this yet. But I'm basically punting because the game I really want to play is proving to be more difficult to run than anticipated. So for now, we're gonna go ahead and just do at least one level out of this, and then we'll see how it goes. And if it's entertaining enough, I might drop some more mods and stuff in this and see what we can get to. So anyway, let's get into this. Alright, yeah, without music this sounds fucking weird. Probably should have went ultra violence. I want to avoid the armor, the extra armor, because that actually, if you don't avoid them, if you just pick them up, then the green armor will basically just override them. And who wants that? We want the benefit of all the armor and all the health, even if it's only like 1%. Ah, yes, that view. Kind of funny that the game was actually more or less not a real 3D game, so to speak. Just kind of simulated it. And of course, here we have a. Damn it. Well, I was trying to show you guys that, but I'm slow and inefficient. Oh. But if you want to take a shortcut, there's that right there. But we don't really want to do that. We want to get into the mix. Okay, like I was saying, basically, if anybody wants to suggest other games I should try out, Counter Strike, it's a possibility. So it's like Half Life and whatnot. That's on the table for sure. But anything else, like it could be a console game, it could be um, DOS, it could be basically just about anything really. Um, Basically anything of that nature. Nope, fuck you, die. There you go. Ah, shit. Yeah, strafing is awkward as fuck with this keyboard. And you can't actually turn. I might use another engine because not being able to use the mouse and turn simultaneously is kind of a problem. There we go. Yeah, we don't want to miss out on any of those secrets. Yeah, Doom was one of the first games to actually allow you to do things like destroy barrels and whatnot, which would explode and then take out enemies for you. At the time, back in '93 when this came out, that was absolutely fucking revolutionary. I mean, there's like no, getting around that. This was fucking awesome stuff. There's also True 3D, and actually, well, as far as we could tell at the time, appeared to be True 3D. You had different altitudes you can go to, basically. Like, it simulated the third dimension pretty good, unlike Wolfenstein and Catacomb Abyss and games of that nature. Yeah, we got to get a little faster on the uptake here. God, the rust is just not kicking off as fast as I was hoping. Although to be fair, Doom was one of those games I played primarily with the keyboard. Nope, not fast enough. Damn it. Fucking hell. Okay, was it, or was it in here? Not in there. Okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the version of the iWad. It is the version of the iWad. What is the problem here? Yeah, it is. That's the right version. Weird that the you don't even hear the fucking lift actually work. Not much up here, just some armor pieces and a few rounds, but still. Oh, wait. That's it. Just a bad memory, that's all. I'm getting old, decrepit. Time to finish this particular level. I might just do 2 levels at a time, at least until it becomes non-feasible. I missed items somehow. I don't know what I would have missed, but whatever. Also, this one had a map screen in between each of the different levels. Okay. No, that doesn't do it. Well, whatever. I'm used to hitting F5 for quick save, and it didn't actually do anything. Kind of sucks, but what are you going to do? Yeah, you can hear somebody's chunks get thrown everywhere. Oh, good, they're fighting amongst each other. And that's a first for this type of game, too, if I recall correctly, was enemies could fight with each other. That was mind-blowing, too, you know, being able to pick a fight between different enemies, classes, and allowing them to basically blow the shit out of each other. You could just stand off to the side, let them do it, and then, you know, you were good to go. I've really got to remap these controls, too. I know this is really half-assed, and I don't like doing it like this, but, you know, it is what it is. Such is life. I missed yesterday on recording, so I didn't want to really keep missing days, because I know what that does to the fucking algorithm. So fucking stupid. It used to be you just made content and people watched it if they wanted to fucking watch it. But now you've got to basically kiss the ass of an algorithm. You know, and if you don't, then your shit basically disappears even further into obscurity. Because that's permanently open. But we do have a backpack now, so that means basically we've got the ability to store twice as much ammunition. And of course, Doom also was one of the first games to actually have different weapon types. In Wolfenstein 3D, you had a Luger pistol, an MP40 submachine gun, and the minigun, all of which fired the exact same bullet and did the exact same amount of damage. The only difference was the bigger guns just fired faster. With this, you have things like a shotgun, a minigun, and of course you have the pistol, naturally, but a rocket launcher, which uses the actual projectile instead of hit scan like this, a plasma rifle, which is the same, fires a projectile, the BFG 9000, and well, you have the chainsaw too, but that was a melee weapon. Oh, and of course you can punch people to death in this too. I don't recommend it. Basically, it was like the first game of its type to allow you a good number of weapons. And it actually mattered what you chose to use. And that right there is 100% health boost. And speaking of the minigun, Let's try this thing out. This was also the first game to actually allow you to easily create your own levels and distribute them. Now, you could technically do that in Wolfenstein 3D and possibly Catacomb Abyss and things of that nature, but that was a lot harder. You had to basically back up the entire game data file because it didn't actually allow for patch files like this. So you were basically down to wasting a shitload of hard drive space unless you didn't really care and didn't bother backing up your initial data files. And of course, wasting a lot of time getting the install done because you had to download the new levels to play, get them installed, and downloading stuff back then, especially anything bigger than a couple of 100 kilobytes, was a fucking process, let me tell you. I know it seems foreign to a lot of the younger people, but if you were downloading shit, like I said, anything bigger than a couple of 100 megabytes or a couple of 100 kilobytes, you were basically committed for hours. And woe betide if it was a long distance phone number, because that one was gonna hurt. Damn, tempted to use a little bit of a light amplification here, but that would take away some of the atmosphere, so you know. I am not coming anywhere near getting all of the items. Yeah, I might not continue this tomorrow. I don't know. It just depends on how things go. But, you know. Oh, yeah, this is, there it goes. It gets me another one of those. Another backpack. If you've already got a backpack, it doesn't expand your ammunition storage any. It just basically gives you a little bit of extra ammo of every type. Okay, let's check our map. Alright, fuck off. I'm busy. Would you fuck off? I like to make sure I get all of the bad guys. I don't like to leave anything alive. Not always feasible, but I should have went ultra violence. I might just restart doing Doom and whenever I do restart playing this, and just go with ultra violence next time. Okay, yeah, we're getting off track here. We need to get over into this mix. Like I said, I like to take out all the enemies and get all this stuff. I have to see if there's an option to enable the classic Doom map, because I think this map kind of fucking blows. Hi. Bye. Looks like the monsters opened a secret for me. Oh, and the blood splatter on the walls was not, and the bullet holes was not something that was actually featured in the old original Doom engine. Now it's one of these motherfuckers up here. There it is. It does start to come back after a while. Fucking shit as many hours as I put in this fucking game. Okay, Okay, I hear somebody. I don't know where the hell he is. He's outside, which is good. Oh yes, this spot here. This should look familiar. Yep, this is the OG chainsaw. Many other games tried to copy it. Not very many of them really succeeded. I gotta say, the overuse of the chainsaw in the game Doom Eternal is not happy making, not gonna lie. There it is. Oh good, they're fighting amongst themselves. Well, I'll allow that, because, you know, I don't have to fucking deal with them. Someone really gonna come up here? Come on. And that's how the chainsaw works. Let's get back to shotgunning, motherfuckers. Oh, hi. Is that everybody? That looks like everybody. Already out of fools. Oh, and this was another feature that was added, the switches. Being able to switch things. I mean, there were so many ideas they added to the genre at the time that this game was absolutely fucking mind-blowing. I mean, it took like almost a year before anybody figured out that you could actually create your own levels for this and shit. Of course, by that time, the tools and whatnot, I mean, among my circle of friends, but the tools and whatnot had been refined pretty well, so creating levels was actually something you could do without having too terribly much arcane knowledge about it. You know, I mean, if you didn't understand things like BSPs and whatnot with the original, like, say, Doom edit utilities, it was really hard to figure out how to actually make a working level. I mean, making a working level wasn't, in and of itself, super difficult. Making one that looked good, now that was the challenge. That's an exit door. Hi guys, die guys. Well, hopefully though, I'm gonna keep, as long as I have time for it, I'm gonna keep trying to get what I want running, you know, to run, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. But if I can't, then we'll have to continue with this. But anyway, guys, that's it for now for Doom. Let's see, before we quit, let's see what we got. Okay, got all the kills. I got all the secrets. Okay, part-time just basically reflects the minimum time it would take just to run straight through the level, not bother with any combat, just getting only the keys you need, and then beelining it for the exit. That doesn't really matter for actual, you know, gameplay time. You're not actually running through and getting all the items and secrets and shit like that. You're just zipping through the level. So yeah, part-time's kind of bullshit. That puts us in the toxin refinery. And that's it for today. Like I said, leave a comment if you want to see something else, or if you like this, tell me what's up. I will see you guys next time.